this a crazy idea? Is this dangerous? I know it could be dangerous, but is it any more dangerous than meeting people on Grindr or Tinder or wherever you meet people? So this is my dating profile for any potential suitors who would like to contact me, DM me on Instagram for potential video date and then potential in-person date. Video dating started in the 70s. I didn't realize. I thought it started in the 80s or 90s. Evidently, it started in the mid-70s. People could record themselves on VHS, and then you could go to an agency and watch VHS tapes of potential suitors. And I think it's time to bring video dating back, right? I never get out of the house to meet people in person, so why not try to meet people over YouTube? I recently watched the show called The Boyfriend, a Japanese dating show that featured men dating men, gay or bisexual men, and it kind of got me in the mood to sort of be a little braver, put myself out there. I just turned 60 and definitely not getting any younger. And my chances of being an attractive mate are declining by the moment. So this is me. Okay, I'm a male, gay, identify as male. I'm not a pronoun guy, but it's okay if you're a pronoun person. I'm a he, him. I was born in 1964 in Springfield, Massachusetts. My dad was full Polish ancestry, and my mother was Czech Republic, Czechoslovakia ancestry, so Eastern European in origin. I did take a, 23andMe, what is that called? And I was concerned I was going to be like a boring white guy. Well, yeah, it came out like 99.7% boring white guy. That's it. As you can tell, I'm very exciting. I'm a very exciting person. My personality is lively. I'm joking. That's humor. I'm in really good lighting right now. I do have foundation on to clear my rosacea up a little bit, to disguise it, and I just trimmed my hair and beard and colored. So this is probably the best I'm ever gonna look. And in person, I'm sure I don't look as good as I look right now. So keep that in mind. Don't be frightened. I have had experiences where I've tried to date on apps, and obviously you're not going to put an ugly picture of yourself on the app, right? But when people would see me in person, they weren't too thrilled, and I don't blame them. Yeah, I don't blame them. I mostly like to stay home. I'm a homebody. I currently live with my ex, but we are not romantically involved. It's kind of like I need him to pay half the bills, and he needs me for sort of emotional support. I'm kind of like his emotional support animal, and he's my, I don't want to say sugar daddy, because that implies that there's a romantic relationship or a forced romantic relationship. No, but we have an unspoken agreement. We were codependent on each other for different reasons. But I mean, we're friends as well. But I have a feeling that if I was financially independent, I probably wouldn't be living with him. Yeah, so that's kind of strange and unusual. How am I sounding so far? Sound like a real catch? I mean, I think I'm kind of a catch in that I am a good person, a person who cares, wants to grow and be a better person. But I am a bit selfish as well. When I don't want to do something, I don't want to do it. I'm a bit set in my ways. For example, tonight I have to go to this show that my housemate is in, and he bought me a ticket, and I kind of feel like forced to go because I don't want to make him too angry, because I do need him in order to survive. I'm sure I'll have an okay time at the show, but I would rather, I have to work tomorrow. Tonight, I would rather just relax at home, but yeah, I'm going because I don't want to upset the balance too much. But I do feel a bit like a lack of power in this situation, like a power struggle. And I don't like it when I feel like I don't have the control. And in this case, I feel like I don't have the control to say no because I don't want to make him angry. So that, yeah, that's crazy, right? That's well, we don't say crazy. That's a bad word. That's complicated and maybe a little bit not the healthiest relationship. So there's that. Ready to go on a date? I mean, there's a lot of videos on this channel that show me my good and bad. So in order to, I mean, there's not a lot of secrets. I've told a lot. And it's not all flattering, and it's very honest. So starting off with that kind of honesty, I think, is good for any relationship. I'm definitely looking to date a male who's around my age. I don't want to date anyone younger than maybe 45 or 48, 50, because I just don't want to. Do I have to say why? Just because I don't want to. That's a good enough reason. I'm 60. I guess I can say I don't want to date anyone under 50. The area is very important, but I guess it's not the most important thing. But someone who lives in the area, in the Los Angeles area, would be ideal. I don't have a racial preference. For one thing, I know that if I had one and I said it, it would be considered racist to not want to date one race or another. But truly the most important thing is a connection, some common interests. Some of my interests include eating a plant-based diet. I don't like the idea of supporting the meat and dairy industries because I think there's a lot of bad that they cause, a lot of evil in terms of exploiting their workers, in the slaughterhouses, in these traumatic jobs, the environmental damage that a lot of these industries cause, the health benefits of eating a healthy plant-based diet. Now, I know that a plant-based diet isn't necessarily healthy. There's a lot of plant-based junk food. So, I know. I just don't want to support that industry. But dating a person who's 100% plant-based is not a big deal to me. So if you're not, that's okay. I do think that as you get older, I just heard that there are 2 times in your life when you have these rapid progression of aging, and one is age 44, around there, and age 60. So lucky me, I just hit that age. But I feel like I already had my rapid progression of aging. That would have been about maybe 57 to 60 for me. I feel like I aged a lot over the last couple of years. But there are certain things that happen, according to science. In your mid-40s, your cholesterol can become a problem. Plant-based food does not have cholesterol. Kidney issues in your 60s. So I luckily have just started about a year ago drinking a lot more water. So that's recommended. So if you're in your 60s, drink more water. Clean, plain water. Flush out your kidneys. Rambling. I tend to ramble a little bit. This is completely not planned out. I like BTS. I do like a lot of Korean culture because I got into Korean culture from BTS during the pandemic times. Now I teach Korean students, Korean adults, online. And I like to keep up with what's happening in Korea, Korean culture, because I like to have something to talk about with my students. And it's very interesting to me. Korean food. Oh, the Korean vegan channel. I bought her book. I do want to start to cook more. When we are dating, I would love to cook more than I cook now. Try new recipes, cook from scratch, somewhat healthy, plant-based, delicious, interesting. I love coffee. I will make you coffee every morning. I do grind my beans. And my favorite coffee is Peet's Big Bang, whole bean. Grind the beans yourself. And yeah. So it's a wonderful morning experience. Like I said, I don't go out a lot, but I would be willing to get out a little bit more, go out to lunch, go out to dinner. Is this really boring? Is this the type of boredom you're looking for in your life? Well, here you go. You've found your ideal date. I don't even know if I said anything, but a person I'm looking for is self-aware, cares about learning and growing, being a good person, being kind, but also celebrating life while we're still here, celebrating life in this 3D reality. We're here in 3D bodies, in a 3D reality. And there's so much about it that's enjoyable and that we should be taking advantage of. Physical sensations, taste, sounds, the feel of the breeze on your face, nature. I would love to have a garden and grow some food, grow some flowers, and be able to sit outside in the morning and start the day with coffee on the patio or the balcony, looking out onto nature. Yeah, let's date. There's got to be somebody out there, right? That, although, you're fine being alone, you might want to explore the idea of having a partner. Um, I'm not the most physically um, oriented person when it comes to dating. So for that reason, I've never had a lot of success on the dating apps like Grindr, because those are mostly hookups, and I'm not really big on hookups, and I'm not really big on that aspect of sexuality either. I almost kind of lean toward asexual, I would say. So if you have a high sex drive, maybe I'm not the person for you. So sounding more and more appealing by the moment. But yeah, I'm just curious if anybody is interested in dating me and would want to go to my Instagram and direct message me, because I think leaving a message here, everyone's going to see it. And that seems, yeah, I don't like that idea for you. Um, but a direct message on Instagram will be private, and I won't share them. Um, I won't share your name and your information. I will talk about if I got any responses, and but I won't give away your identity or anything embarrassing, potentially embarrassing for a person, because that would go against my. It's not something I want to do. So if you're looking to date a very boring but thoughtful person who wants to live well, enjoy life, celebrate milestones, embrace traditions and holidays. Spirituality, very important to me as well, but not religion, but spirituality. The belief that there's something more than this world, this reality that we see, that there's a purpose to everything. That's important to me. But hardcore religion to me it doesn't speak to me. It seems a bit elementary. There's so much more than the elementary view of traditional religion. But yeah, let me know. DM me on Instagram, and I'll put my Instagram information somewhere. I can't wait. I can't wait to meet you. See you later.